Hi guys, this is Aegis, and this is the third game between UHBF and Team SC in Week 1 of the American Pro League. Check out our website at mogtechcorp.net/APL, and we've got tons of VODs on my YouTube account. You can scroll down on the list and check out all of the VODs from Week 1. And over here we do have from Team SC LAGTT Furphy. I assume he used to be on Latest and Greatest, but now he is with Team SC. Furphy is playing as the red Terran player, and on the other side for Team UHBF we do have, quite simply, Jonathan playing as the blue Zerg player. This is Terminus SC. It does allow for you to break down these back rocks over here to be able to run into the third base and do a ton of damage. We'll see who is able to take this game for their team. It is now tied 1-1. We'll see who is able to bring it back to 3-1, I guess, or maybe it'll go all the way to the 5th game, which is exactly what we want to see. Jonathan making a couple of drones right now, maybe going for that fast expand. Looks like that will be a drone scout since this is such a large map. And our Terran player is going to have an advantage here because of the rotational symmetry. He's going to be expanding away from his Zerg opponent, and Jonathan, our Zerg player, is going to have to expand towards Furphy unless he decides to expand all the way across the map to maybe take some sneaky expansions here or there. A drone is going to be making its way out to the expansion and throwing down the hatchery, I assume. There goes the hatch, going to be building a fast hatch and probably getting his spawning pool pretty soon after that. He does have more drones on the way. And over here, LAGTT Furphy is going to be getting his barracks as well as his refinery. And of course, we do have our Facebook page available for you guys to look at a sec. This is a replay, so there is no second going to be wasted there. And check out our Facebook page. We have some contests going on. Maybe you can win a shirt. Check out the rules there. You do have to create your own imbalanced unit in just 3 words, and whoever is the most creative with those 3 words will win a shirt. We'll guess mail it out to you unless someone's got an email way to be able to get that shirt to you. So we'll have more details on that on the Facebook page, so go ahead and check that out. Like us. And we've got the hatch now finishing up for Jonathan. His spawning pool is also about finished. An SCV is going to be poking in here and seeing that there is a hatch on the way. There is an overlord going to be scouting this location, and I wonder if Jonathan has seen his opponent. Yeah, he has. So there is a second barracks up here, so he will be able to get some more Marines out, maybe even try floating it. That would be a very Boxer-esque move. We've got the Marine now ranging the hatchery, and a couple of drones now getting pulled off the line, as well as Zerglings on the way. We'll see how much damage the Marine rush is going to do. The Marines now backing out, the 2 Zerglings advancing forward. Jonathan moving his overlords into position. We've got more Marines on the way, a factory coming up as well, and no fast expansion coming out of Furphy, and the Zerglings are going to be spawning here. Queen spawning out, going to be vomiting right away. We've got a Reaper also coming in here. A Queen is going to try to deal with this. The Queen is going to force that Reaper to back out. The Reaper going to try to do some damage over here. The Queen nicely actually pulling back those Zerglings, not overreacting to that Reaper, not losing any Zerglings or anything at all in that confrontation. Reaper does get out of there alive. Couple of Marines and 1 SCV going to be joining at this tower, maybe try to put some more pressure on, but we do have a command center now on the way for Furphy. He is not actually walled off, so if Jonathan so desires, he can actually mass a ton of Zerglings and try to go for a bust, but that is not what we're seeing right now. We see a ton of drones getting made. Great Zerg play, playing for the long term right now. He also does have the metabolic boost for Zerglings on the way. A second gas now up, going to be mining that right away as well. The Reapers and the Marines are trying to make their way in here. Going to be throwing down a bunker up at the front. The drone's getting pulled and trying to do a surround over there. And the Marines are getting surrounded and caught outside of the bunker range. That Hellion goes down, a Queen goes down, but all of these Marines are definitely screwed, trying to make their way over to that bunker. All of those drones trying to do some damage there. The 2 Marines over here going to be reinforcing that, and the bunker looks like it will get finished, but 14 Zerglings in the production queue. and that Hellion trying to do some damage there. Jonathan is a little bit under supply. He won't be able to make that many more Zerglings right now. The Hellion trying to do as much damage as possible. More Zerglings getting produced, as well as a Spine Crawler. Gonna try to minimize the damage here as much as possible. Zerglings now advancing forward. Gonna be trying to pick off that Hellion. Hellion goes down, and this bunker is also gonna get cleaned up. Granted, more Zerglings get come out here. That second bunker is also not going to be able to get finished. This bunker over here does survive. A couple of SCVs reinforcing over here, going to be able to repair that bunker up. Jonathan looking in a horrible position right now. He's got that Spine Crawler now finally finishing up. More Zerglings going to be trying to advance in here. A couple of Marines and a Hellion going to be pushing in here as well. And all of the Zerglings seem to have been cleaned up. Going to be moving that Spine Crawler forward. Does Furphy notice? He does. He's going to try to target that Spine Crawler down. It's trying to burrow, but yes, it does get it. Finally, the Zerglings all spawning out here. Going to be able to finally, hopefully, clean up this bunker. And the bunker does finally go down from that poke of the Spine Crawler, but the Marines are still alive. Another bunker is still on the way. All of the Zerglings getting cleaned up once again. And over here, Furphy is floating out his command center. He does have the superior tech, a starport, up and not quite running yet. The Spine Crawler over here finally does go down. The Zergling's going to be able to clean up this mess, and the SCV also going down. And Jonathan is suffering quite a few losses. He's killed 4 workers, lost 6 workers of his own, and units killed 61 already. Wow, that's a lot of units killed for Furphy this early in the game. Let's just take a look at the units lost tab. Resources lost for our Zerg player, much greater. But we do have the Zerglings now advancing against Furphy. Now going to be able to clean up this area pretty easily if Furphy would not micro as much. And the front gate is open. Going to be able to run in here very quickly. Going to be able to do some damage in the main mineral line. Maybe pick off a mule here or there. Maybe a couple of SCVs as well. SCV is going to be joining this battle. And those Zerglings do finally get cleaned up. But that's quite a bit of mining time lost for Furphy. Jonathan now pulling ahead in terms of food. Wow, very interesting. Roaches now on the way. 14 Zerglings going to be spawning soon as well. He also has the capacity to make some Banelings. Still no lair tech. He may be looking to end this game in the near future. Starport coming up with the reactor tech lab on the factory and another reactor for the barracks and engineering bay. Going to be able to get those upgrades later on in the game. Bunkers coming up. A second factory on the way as well, with a tech lab. Zerg units now congregating in the center, going to be morphing a ton of Banelings. Jonathan not wanting to play this at all. 14 Banelings on the way, 12 more Zerglings, and another Spine Crawler, mate, just in case a drop occurs or a base trade. So we do have more Zerglings now spawning out here. More Banelings now completing. The stim pack upgrade is finally finishing up for Furphy. The unit count is exactly the same, but those Banelings could change the tide of the battle very quickly. The Zerglings now running through the side, going to be able to surround this bunker very easily. The Roaches now ranging it down. The units quickly evacuating, and the Banelings getting sort of caught outside, and the Banelings now finally going off. The Marines stimming and running back. That Sea Shank is a little bit too late to the party. Furphy losing a lot of units. The Banelings making their way into the mineral line. Oh, this could spell a lot of trouble for Furphy, but he does micro his units adequately. The Roaches doing tons of damage over there. The Marines trying to get away from those Banelings, but the Roaches are inside the Terran main, and as those units spawn out one by one, those Roaches will be able to do tons of damage. More Zerglings inside the mineral line over here. Furphy dropping a couple of mules, but those Zerglings doing tons of damage over here, and the more Zerglings going to be streaming in here. The Roaches doing tons of damage. One Marauder's out on the field. The stim pack going down on those Roaches. Roaches going to be moving over here and cleaning up this natural expansion. Furphy needs to lift that command center and try to do some more damage. Maybe try to wall this off, but it's going to be really hard to come back from the 32 food to 73 food. All of Zerglings. Roaches running into the main of our Terran player over here. He's trying to hang on here as much as possible. The medevac out on the field going to be picking up that Marauder and dropping him back down, I hope. but the Terran main is just being sacked. There's not much left mining for Furphy. He's got 13 food left. Jonathan looking in such a great position. GG out of Furphy, and this game goes to Team UHBF. Team SC now down 2-1. And their next player will be able to choose the map for Game 4. We'll see what they spawn on. And it looks like we've got Nerzel playing as the Terran player versus a Zerg player. Please leave a duck. Stay tuned for our 4th game on a user-picked map.